Greetings, you're here on Bear Armory. Today we're going to talk about legal air guns in England and how the law looks at it. And also this video will help to make a choice for a beginner who is planning to buy an air gun in England for the first time. England is a country where the circulation of weapons is much more complicated, perhaps no other European country, where so would have restricted gun lovers and hunters. But that does not mean that guns are forbidden there or there is no hunting as such. We know many British gun companies are famous throughout the world, but they produce weapons not only for export, as in Japan, but also for themselves, for the domestic market. Among these companies are those that produce air guns. There is a long and glorious tradition of hunting with air guns in the UK, many of which would not be without interest to you. I suggest you get acquainted with a small English guide, which was created for those who are just coming to the new sport, shooting with air guns. In the UK, hunting is often referred to as a sport, so both hunting and air gun shooting are considered to be something like a sporting pastime. This guide was created to help the novice shooter in selecting and choosing weapons and bullets, to show that shooting is an interesting and fun activity with which you can not only learn how to shoot at cans, paper targets or even rabbits, but also to train your judgment and stamina, which is necessary in any hunter target shooting. Before buying your first air rifle you need to understand what you need it for what purposes. One thing is if you are going to punch holes in jars or paper, in this case it is quite possible to limit the caliber of 4.5mm and choose not too powerful rifle. Spring piston rifle will do for the first time. Another thing is if a rifle is purchased for hunting, then you should look for larger calibers from 5.5mm and above and choose more serious weapons, such as rifles with pre-pumping or PCP. All air guns in the UK are classified as firearms, so there are serious penalties for any violation in their circulation or use. Unlike real firearms, such as rifles, there are exemptions for air guns. If an air rifle is less than 12 feet, it does not require any license, such as in Wales. On the other hand, in Northern Ireland, all air rifles over 0.7 feet must be kept as firearms and will require an air rifle license, as in Scotland in the near future. The age situation also has its own peculiarities. If the shooter is 18 or older, he can buy an air rifle and ammunition and practice, where he has a permit to shoot, usually on personal land. If the shooter is 14 to 17 years old, he cannot buy an air rifle or ammunition, but the shooter can borrow it from an older friend or parent. He can then use the borrowed kit unsupervised on private premises, provided, of course, that they can be shot in them and are properly equipped. If the shooter is under the age of 14, however, he may only use an air gun under the supervision of someone who is at least 21 years old on private premises with permission from the owner. It is important to remember that the gun owner has a duty to prevent unauthorized persons under the age of 18 from having access to their air gun. Obviously, to accustom teenagers to weapons and shooting should be aimed at from an early age, and the prohibition is extremely harmful here. It not only endangers the father who gives guns to his son, but also destroys the whole construction of the law, forcing a parent from a young age to show his son that the law must be broken, and this is not only dangerous, but also extremely harmful. Here is such a video turned out. If it was useful to you, or you have something to compliment me, you can write your comments. Friends, if you like the video then support me by like and subscribe to the channel, but be sure to click on the bell, not to miss new videos, and be aware of the latest news. Take care of yourself and your loved ones. Thanks everyone, bye bye.